Hey, crafters. Sorry we're late. Tom Creek with Creek Bank Creations. You know what YouTube did? They went and changed the prompts on the app. And so we were about business as usual tonight, and we had to refigure out how to do those. So I'm so sorry that we're late. We're 2 minutes late. But we're glad to have you. Tom Creek here with Creek Bank Creations. My wife Julie and I own Creek Bank Creations. We have our own line of cutting dies, paper cutting dies, rubber stamps, uh, um, adhesives, tools, and our own paper line. So visit us at www.creekbankcreations.com. Tonight is the start of a new series. Is the All Is Calm series. Is this the card you're doing tonight, Julie, right here?
Yeah, we're doing 2 cards.
We're doing 2 cards tonight. This is one of them. Isn't that a cool looking card? That's right. And is this the other one? This is Creek?
Yeah.
Yes. There we go. See that right there? Little elevation. Isn't that neat? Yeah. Anyway, check in. Tell us where you're from. Couple announcements tonight. First of all, next week is Thanksgiving weekend. We will not be broadcasting next week because of the Thanksgiving week holiday, so to speak. A lot of people will be traveling, so didn't want to miss anybody. So as a result, we are not going to be broadcasting next week, but we will continue the following Tuesday, and we will be going until December 15th. And that will be the last event for the year. We'll be taking the rest of the year off for the Christmas holiday, and we will regroup again at the beginning of January. So keep in mind that, keep in touch with us. You can keep in touch with us on that, what's that thing you do, Julie, that Facebook thing?
I have no idea.
Oh yeah, you do, that thing that nobody could get on. You know, the Facebook friends or
Creativity group.
creativity group. You can communicate with us on that. And the All Is Calm bundle special. Okay. This is it, crafters. Big old stack of stuff. It is. Where'd my paper go? Excuse me. Here it is. This is a Black Friday bundle special. Okay. You're talking about $258.32 worth of dies, stamps, and accessories on sale for $180.82. So that's going to save you $78.32. Now then. Some of you already have some of this stuff because we've used these over the course of the last several months. So if you see a card you want to do, you can go to the blog spot, you can pick out the card, you can look at the list, and you can buy all those products for 15% off when you use the discount code TRAIN. Also, all orders over $50 ship for free. Now, if you get the bundle special, you also get the free download of the Is it an instruction sheet, Mrs. Creek? Or what do you call that?
I don't have any idea what you're talking
The
about.
PDF. The PDF.
It's a PDF file download. I have no idea what you're talking about.
What's in the
I
PDF
hope it's
download?
accurate. The instructions.
The instructions, the PDF download instructions. Mrs. Creek's a little stressed out, so hang
I'm
tight.
not stressed out.
because
I'm
the-
trying to resolve your problem
Computers are not
that
working
you
properly.
created.
She's got this look of fear all over her.
I don't have fear and
anyway.
aggravation.
All right, she's got the look of aggravation on her. Anyway, I get to see it and you don't, so worry about it. She'll be back smiling at you real quick. Also, the ever popular art glitter glue that we use on a regular basis comes in this size bottle, which is the 2-ounce bottle, and we also have the 16-ounce bottle. Okay, I will not be shipping that after November 15th because, one, it freezes, and no matter where we're shipping it to, if it starts in Indiana, it's probably going to get frozen by the time it gets to you. Also, the manufacturer will not ship it either because they're in the Northeast, and they see shipping as well until spring. So, if you want your supply of art glitter glue, get it while you can before November 15th because I will not ship after that. So just wanted to tell you about that. And gosh, we've got lots of fun we're going to have tonight. So good to see you all. Mrs. Creek, are you ready to take over here? She's not. So I'll keep talking. I guess.
Okay, so the problem is I don't know how, I don't know. if
Oh,
they're gonna
Lois
get-
told me that November 15th has come and gone. Thank you, Lois. I appreciate you calling that to my attention. That would mean that we're going to stop our broadcast on December 15th for the year. Thank you very much. Lois, you are quick on the uptake, and I appreciate that. Either that or I'm pretty slow on the downtake. Anyway, there you go. Got my months mixed up. What was that, Mrs. Creek?
You're gonna have to come over here and figure
I
out,
will take care of it, Mrs.
if you
Creek.
can get logged in. If not,
I got it.
I'm gonna have to run blind, and I don't know if I can.
Okay,
So,
all right.
okay.
Be sure to give Mrs. Creek some feedback because we're having some technical difficulties on my end of the YouTube channel. So here's Mrs. Creek with that
I
ever-loving
have no
smile I
idea
was
what you
talking
just
about.
said.
Okay, I know you don't, but you'll read it. She'll do good.
Hey, how is everybody? The computer equipment is not operating properly, so hopefully Tom will figure out what he needs to do to fix that situation. So, very, very, very
So
frustrating.
glad to have you here.
Did
Hey,
you
we're gonna have
get
fun
logged
anyway.
in?
Are you talking to me?
Yes.
Don't worry about it. You worry about your.
Okay. The problem is I'm running blind without my computer.
Well, ask
So-
the viewers.
Okay, so Tom went over all is calm stuff and really excited. Thank you, Carla. That was a deep cleansing breath. Really excited about the cards we're sharing. We are working on being grateful and thankful this month because I felt challenged by the Lord to do that. We are talking about the 6 habits of highly grateful people. Be grateful. And, it's easy when there's so much negative going on in the world to focus on the negative. And man, there's a lot. But if you're working on being thankful and grateful, that puts you in a whole different mindset. Step or item number 4 in this article is they're grateful to people, not just things. So Thanksgiving is a great time for us to be thankful for the people that we have in our life. And what I thought was interesting about this article is that they point out that it's not just saying, I'm thankful for you, but being specific about what you're thankful for. So, Tom, I'm really thankful that you figured out how to log into YouTube.
There we go.
And I'm
Yep,
thankful
see?
that you turned down the volume.
Of course, I told you I would, didn't I?
Yes. So,
Somebody was messing with my computer here.
seriously, I am thankful for a husband who is willing to learn how to do YouTube and deal with this crafting thing when it's not his thing. And he's doing a great job. Winner, chicken dinner. Okay, so apply that to your own life. I did think it was interesting that they said that for marriages, that people that, where's it at? I'm looking here. People that practice this in their life had healthier marriages.
What was that we need to practice? I
So,
missed that.
being grateful for people
Mm.
and being specific about what we're grateful for. So, we can all work on trying to get that. Now, Mr. Creek, I'm going to need my laptop over here so that I can see what I'm doing, and I need my mouse.
Okay.
So sorry, ladies and gentlemen, if we have any gentlemen, we're a little discombobulated because of all this technology. But the other thing is, if you're my Facebook friend, I posted today a new song that was put out by Elevation Music called Jireh, Jireh. Amazing song. About God being your provider and that He is all we need. And in a world that is absolutely gone crazy mad, it is an anchor. So I encourage you, you can look it up on YouTube, Jireh by Elevation Music. And the song is like 15 minutes long. It's a long worship song, but woo-hoo, that gets in your spirit, then this is a good thing because He is all we need. So, we are working on the All Is Calm. Did you explain this? I didn't even hear what you said.
Mrs. Craig, I kept asking you
I
questions,
know.
but you were.
I was trying to solve your problem. So we're working on the All is Calm, and Tom talked about the bundle. If you don't want the bundle, and I know a lot of you already own some of these die pieces, the blog has a complete listing of every card that we're doing, when we're doing it, and the products that we're using. So you can use that as a resource to look at and see, do I own that? Do I want to own that? And the PDF file, All is Calm, is on the website, and it is full instructions, and the instructions have color pictures with them. And special thanks to Diane Morris, who helped me with this. And did you show him this card?
No, I did not.
I don't know.
The other two cards you
I
told
don't-
me we were going to do today.
I don't know when we're doing this card.
Kind of in the ozone when I was telling them
But
about that.
it's on the blog. The blog will tell you specific dates, but this is the slim card, and we're using the panel die to make this interactive card. I want to show you what it looks like when you open it, and this is what it looks like when you open it. So just telling you, if you want to look ahead, what's really cool is we're going to line up, we're going to take our stitched rectangle die, and we're going to set it up on that panel, the slim card panel. And if you buy the PDF file, the pattern for setup is on the PDF file. So that's going to be a really fun card.
Did you tell them the bundle, the PDF comes free with the bundle special?
If you buy the bundle special, which
Now,
has
we're being redundant because I
500
went through
products,
over most
yeah,
of this, and
then
we
you
were
get that
in
free.
the
So
ozone.
I'm sorry if we're being redundant,
But you're actually going a little bit more thorough because I was
Yes,
asking questions.
because I know more than you do. Okay, so that's where we're going. Also, Saturday, we will be on the volume virtual event with the
Mega Meat.
Great Lakes Scrapbook Event Organization, which is also known as Mega Meet, and we will be featuring the shutter pull system. Now, I will be, Tom, do we have a layout? What did I do with those layouts? I will be putting our own video out this week about that too. So we do have a shutter pull bundle that's in the bundle specials online, and that's coming out this week. Tom's looking for the layouts. I had them on boards. No, I had them on boards. They're on boards.
Boards.
Yes. 12 by 24 boards. You know,
Did you bring them in?
I'm so sorry. It's been one of those
Oh,
two-
here they are.
2 or 3 days, actually, if you really want to know the truth.
Actually, when you go from a house of 2 to a house of
Yeah.
8, it kind of does.
It's crazy. Okay, so I'm going to teach you, we're going to talk this Saturday on that channel about the shutter pull, and it does this. So we'll go over full video and everything, and I'll put out a video too, but that's what's coming up. And so that's fun. How do you find the Great Lakes Mega Meet event? It's on Facebook. I put a link on our Facebook page today that links to their Facebook page. I think it's called Turn Up the Volume. And you can go to our Facebook page and look at our Facebook page. And I put a link in there. So we also are we donated a $100 door prize that's going to be given away. I don't know how she's going to give it away, but that's over the weekend. And it's for the die and some sleeves and some other things. So that's over at the Great Lakes Scrapbook event, virtual event called Turn Up the Volume Black Friday Specials. And over the next few days, we will be updating the website with the Black Friday stuff. I don't have it on there yet, but there will be Black Friday stuff in the clearance section on our website will turn into Black Friday. And so we'll also have some amazing deals. Okay, so are you guys ready to craft? How's everybody doing? I know everything's a little crazy. Our friends down in the south are getting hit with another storm. New York is on chronic lockdown. The governor of Ohio lost his mind today. No, just kidding. Just kidding.
That bundle for the All is Calm, is that $1.99?
The PDF?
Yes.
I don't know. You have to look on the website.
All right, but it's on there now.
It's on the website under
Tell
downloads.
us that That Alice column PDF is on the website.
Yes, crafting is a good
It's
option.
$4.99.
Better than thinking about the current state of the world. So, okay, I'm going to turn the camera down. We're going to start with the nativity card, and then we're going to go do the other one. So, this series, if you make them all, you'll have these really nice cards. $5.99, Pat May said. The governor of New York lost his mind. You know, I think I did notice that. Bless his heart. He needs a lot of prayer. That would be the governor of New York. Okay. How are we looking? Can
Tell
you,
Lois that it's on the website, would you please?
Lois, Tom says it's on the website,
The PDF. she's
the
looking-
PDF file. Can you drop a link? You can't get a link in the chat?
It never works.
It never works. We got to work on some of this stuff. You know, hopefully in the off season we can work on some of this stuff. Off
Yeah,
season.
right,
Yeah.
right.
It's a fantasy.
When are you gonna be off?
Yeah, well, I've been off for a long time, baby. Okay, let me try to get it holding still, guys. I'm sorry. Have you started listening to Christmas music at your house?
No.
I know we haven't, but I'm asking them. Do you listen to Christmas? When do you start listening to Christmas music? Okay. Trying to get that camera out of the camera stand out of the in my car, yeah? Okay, I think we're ready to go. You have an off season. Loretta, we're supposed to have an off season, but it works like that. I'm hoping that's why I'm taking off next week and gonna cut lives off in December because wow, the amount of effort that it takes is pretty amazing. It's a lot of work. But we are thankful for you, grateful that you're here. Love Christmas music. So Crafty said, listen to it year round. Oh my, I don't think I could do year round. I love it too though. Okay, so we're going to make this card with the oval cutout in it, and we are putting it on an A2 card base, and it is dimensional and lovely. So we are going to start with the white cardstock 5.5 by 8.5, and we're going to fold it in half. And then we're going to take our cardstock and we're going to cut a piece 3 3/4 by 5. And we are going to add stars to the background. Are y'all with me? Tom's typing away over there. Don't do music until after Thanksgiving. You know, Doris, I'm with you. I try not to put up Christmas decorations or do Christmas music. Well, one thing, I get tired of the Christmas music. But I try to hold off until after Thanksgiving before we do Christmas at our house. And last year it was way late in the year. Okay, so I put a piece of our super tacky tape down and I have my cardstock there. We're going to do some stencil work in the background of this card. So if I'm going to do stencil work, I always tape that down so that it's not wiggling on me. And if you're a novice and haven't messed with very much stencil work, I highly recommend that you tape things down. It will really help you with things moving and shifting. Now, I am a wild child when it comes to ink, so I tape off with this. This is the purple stencil tape pretty well because I'm a wild child. Now, I am using the Hero Hues Unicorn White ink. I think we have, actually on the website, we have the Brilliance ink. This is a pigment ink, and when we use it, I'm going to use the J brush. This is our stencil brush, but I'm using the brush that's dedicated to white pigment. Now, when we use the dye-based ink, we have one brush per color family, but for the pigments, we use one brush per color. So I have a white brush, a gold brush, and a silver brush, and I do not mix them. This is an amazing look that you get with the brush. And there are few brushes who will blend well for you when you're using pigment ink. But this brush, I had them give us a bristle that we could use for ink, paint, and media. So it works well. Now, pigment, typically they tell you to heat set, but if you use the pigment on a porous cardstock, it will set into the background for you and soak into that cardstock. I'm going to take my wipe, the Wonder Wipe, and wipe my stencil off. When you're working with pigment, you don't want to leave that pigment sitting on there very long. You want to wipe it off. So the Wonder Wipe is our cleaning cloth, and that just has water on it. Now we're going to slide undo right underneath here and get this off of our work surface. This will release the tape for us without tearing up our card. Now we have that beautiful starry background. We're going to set that aside and let it dry. And I'm going to pull this off so that we don't have tape sticking in our background. Now, we have our background done. We're going to take a piece of white cardstock that measures, 4 by 5 1/4. Okay, 4 by 5 1/4. There's my white cardstock, 4 by 5. And I'm going to use the second largest oval from the Stitched Oval die set. And I'm going to cut a hole in the center. Let's see if I've already done that for the purposes of this card. I have already done that. So for the purposes of tonight, I already have this die cut. So I'm using the second largest die. I'm setting it on there, running it through my die cut, and I have it die cut. Then I'm going to take my embossing folder and I'm going to emboss whatever design I want to put on mine. And I have this pattern from the Sizzix 3Ds. You know, do you have any 3Ds to give away tonight? Maybe that ought to be our giveaway.
Yeah.
3D embossing folders.
Yeah.
So I'm going to open this up, set it on the inside. They do recommend, do we have a baby blue mister up there, Thomas?
I probably do.
Tom's going to look for us that we missed when we do a 3D, that we missed before we run it through. Now, when you emboss, here's the baby blue mister. I'm just going to put a little water spray on this paper. Sizzix recommends that. And when we emboss, if we're working with a standard cutting platform, we're going to take out the thin die adapter. So all we have is the basic platform and the cutting plate, and we're going to run that through. Now, Mr. Sizzix or Mrs. Sizzix, whoever they are, recommends that you run these through 3 times. So we're going to go back and forth. I am embossing with the Vagabond tonight. You can do the same thing with your Sizzix machine. That's going to give us our beautiful background. Very nice. Beautiful background. Okay, there's our background. So now what we're going to do is take the white cardstock and take our white cardstock. We're going to use the largest oval from the Stitched Oval set and the second largest oval. We're going to center those together. How are we doing with our picture? Are we doing okay? We got a lot of phone stand in that picture tonight. Okay, so we're going to center those. Tom, the ladies are talking about something and I have no idea what they're, I don't know if they're chatting with themselves. We're going to put that on there and we're going to die cut. So I need to put my shims back in. We're going to cut that frame, and that frame is going to sit beautifully on the card that we already made. So this was Diane Morris's creation.
Loretta asked if 3D embossing folders are deeper, and I would say that would be correct.
Yes, they are. You have to take off one of your clear plates. We're going to die cut that. And this is a great little trick that Diane has done on this card, in that we have this large oval shape back here. Let's do this. There we go. We have that large oval shape, and then we're just taking that same oval and we're cutting a frame. Okay. I'm using the purple tape to hold everything in place. And that will give us our frame for our outside. Now that's wanting to stick in here. I'm going to slide my pick tool in here. Get that loose. Come out wherever you are. There we go. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Now that is going to sit right around that outside edge. Isn't that pretty? It's just a nice special touch. It's a special touch. So we're going to adhere that, and I'm going to use the Art Institute liquid for that. So I'm going to take my glue, and I'm just going to run a bead of glue all along that outside edge. What were you saying about glue tonight, Tom? I heard you.
I said that I will not ship it after November 15th.
Oh, because of the freeze.
Order it now, and I forgot to tell them they'll get 15% off if they use the discount
Coupon code TRAIN.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're going to take that, and we're going to set it right on that ring. So pretty. All the way around. It's going to give us that beautiful little frame. Now, my paper has been embossed 3D, so it's not wanting to fit exact, but we're going to get there. There we go. So, this year will be a year that Christmas cards, I think, will be very important since so many people are at home and not getting out. There we go. There's our nice frame around that edge.
So they're making cards?
Well, it certainly would be nice to get a card, wouldn't it?
By the way, Mrs. Creek, I would like to compliment you on your new glasses you have. You look younger with those glasses.
Okay. I am missing
What are you missing?
parts of my card.
Do I need to cut it for you?
No. Let's see. So we need a piece of white cardstock. I must have grabbed the wrong stuff when I went home tonight.
That's all right.
2x5.
Nothing about it. We've got stuff.
And we're gonna die cut that, and the other one we're gonna cut another one 3 1/4 by 5, and we're gonna die cut those with the edge die. So the first one is going to be the nativity edge with the little baby Jesus. And then the second one's going to be the family, mom and dad. Okay, so the short one, 2x5, we're going to put the Jesus on there, put it at the top, and we're going to die cut. And you know, the great thing about the edge die is that it gives you flexibility, so you can make it as tall or short as you want it.
Hey, you know what? Since you're showing, I guess you didn't show, you sounded off the Sizzix die cut machine. I was going to offer a Black Friday special on this.
Okay.
I've only got.
Have you got it set up on the website and
No, I don't.
ready to go?
I don't.
Huh.
But I know somebody who can help me with that. Can you help me with that?
Sure. So what are you doing?
We're going to go $129.99 and free freight unless you live in.
You better write down what you're doing
Unless you
because.
live in one of those states that's listed on the website.
Okay, so is it already there?
No, it's over $149.99.
Okay, so we have our two pieces. The baby Jesus was cut on the 2x5, and then Dad and Mom, which would be Joseph and Mary, are cut on the 3 1/4 by 5 inch. Now, what we are going to do is adhere the major die on the back of our circle frame piece that we made. So we're going to put adhesive on the edge, and we're going to put the baby Jesus right in there, right directly on that frame. So this will give the card some really nice dimension because because when we add that other piece, we are going to add that in with foam tape. So there's our, put this on here so you can see it. There's our baby Jesus. And now we're going to go back in and we're going to add Mary and Joseph. So we're going to put foam tape along that bottom edge. I'm going to trim this off. I'm a little long over here. It's not going to show, but we're going to trim that off. And trim a little bit off of this one just to make sure that it does not show. Okay, awesome. So we're going to put foam tape on that. Adhere that right there. So we're going to take our foam tape. Put that on the bottom. A little bit on the sides. So we have foam tape in cream, black, and clear. And I'm using the cream, or is it called white on the website, Tom? Do you remember?
It's called cream on the website, but it's actually white.
Okay. So there you go. Okay, stick that one there. We're going to pull off our... Did I do that right? Yes, I did. Pull off our tape. Have you guys made your Christmas cards yet? Are you making them? I have mine die cut. Does that count? I think that counts for something, right? Pull off our tape liner. I just got to get Tom to sit down and do them all now. He didn't even respond to that lady, so I don't think he's listening to me. Okay, we're going to add our Mary and Joseph so we can just kind of center them where we want them. I want to make sure that foam's not showing. I'm going to move it up a little bit. There we go. That gives us a little bit of dimension. Awesome. And then we're going to add our foam tape to the back of the emboss piece, and we're just doing the top because we already have that other part done. And the sides. So we're going to go here. All the way across. Here. And let's remove that red liner and stick that on our card.
It's not allowing me to post the special.
Tom's trying to post the special. You're trying to post it where?
On the YouTube. I've typed it in twice and it disappears.
Well, I don't have an answer for you. Can you type at all?
Yeah, I can type it. I type it in and they don't post it.
Hit refresh. Do you need to refresh it?
No, it's still active.
Okay. Don't want to refresh. Okay. So I'm going to put a little piece of tape down here just to stick everything down. Little tape down there. Okay. Oh, I don't have the star. So we need to have a star in the background here, and I do not have the star. That got left at home. Do you want to? We don't have foil paper. We'll just have to.
Here we do. Just stand by.
Okay.
We're gonna give.
Okay. Tom says stand by. Okay. We need to cut the Bethlehem star to put in there. And my apologies for this. This has been a day of craziness around here. Too many problems going on. So we are going to cut the Bethlehem star, and that's going to go in the background here. So we are waiting on Tom to do that. While he's doing that, I will finish off the front of this. So what we're going to do on the front is we have the banner die piece from the "O Come Let Us Adore Him" stamp. This is the stamp "O Come Let Us Adore Him." And this is the banner die from the freestanding tunnel card.
Do you need the big star or the little star?
It's the big one. you need tape on it, baby. So we have had deer hunting going on. We have been processing. We ran over the bicycles and killed the bicycles, the kids, the grandkids' bicycles. My son had a chicken catastrophe at his house. It's just been kind of crazy. But we are thankful for each other. We are not going to dwell on all of the crazy stuff that's been going on. Okay, that banner is going to go across the front. I am going to put my trees on the left and the right. And this is the evergreen tree cut from the basil. You cut in silver?
Gold.
Okay, well,
Do you want silver?
I'll take gold. It doesn't matter. We're not picky, are we, ladies? We can handle it. Okay. Now, what we need to do is stick that on that card, but we're waiting on our star. Here comes the star, and Tom is the star of the show.
You don't have to be a star, baby.
You don't have to be
be
a
in my
star, baby. Okay, so we're going to stick that in there. He's grabbing the die away from me. Center that. So this is a Bethlehem star. There's actually another piece that goes inside. You can get
You want me to cut
more dimensional with it if you want to. But we're good. No, we're good. So we're going to stick that on top. You know, she might have cut the smaller one. Anyway. And stick it right on there. That's just too big. I'm sorry, Thomas. You're going to have to cut me a smaller one.
it? Sorry, baby. Don't you
Oh
worry
my
about
gosh.
it. What would you do with
That star's too big.
A star is born.
Yeah. So we're going to undo and stick a smaller one in there. Why does it look so big? Yeah, Friday the 13th was last week. Yes, thank goodness for undo, Loretta, our friend. Okay.
Will I cut it backwards?
Oh, and did I mention that in the middle of deer hunting, when we had all the dirty coveralls and
Oh, yeah, the washing machine.
the nasty stuff all over the house from processing deer, which we're still working on, that the washer died, and so there's no way to do laundry. Oh, so a little bit crazy. Okay, much better, much better. So that, can you hand me that die and I'll show them how that works? The die, the Bethlehem star. This is kind of a cool die. This is one of the older dies that we have, but there's two pieces, and you can cut the big one, or you can cut the small one, or you can put them together and die cut them together. So Bethlehem star, that's a good little die there. And if that appeals to you, then you can purchase it with the coupon code TRAIN and get 15% off. Now we're going to put that on our card and stick that down with some super tacky tape. And we will have made our first card in the series. And appreciate your patience with us. Mr. Creek, do you have a question for giveaway?
I do. We're going to give away a Christmas 3D embossing folder.
All right.
From,
What is it?
Sussex. It's the Fa La La La. Fa La.
Let me see it.
Fa La
Can I show
La.
it to him?
Yes.
Oh, this is nice, ladies. Fa La La 3D embossing folder. And these have a retail value of $9.99. And you're doing free tonight.
I'm going to give two of them away tonight.
Okay.
The first question is, ladies, Julie has mentioned that it was hunting season, and yes, I was successful. I'd like you to tell me how big a buck did I kill this year, and how many points. You don't have to have the weight, just how many points was on this buck.
How many points? We're removing the tape, and we're going to adhere this to the card base while y'all are guessing. And I didn't plan on using both the silver and the gold, but I kind of like it. See, accidents happen. Make beautiful. So Diane Morris helped me with this design on this card. So we're looking at finding a winner here on our 17. Amy, that would have been like, woohoo, jackpot. He probably wouldn't have tasted very good though, right, Tom?
What's that?
A 17-point buck?
He'd be a little tough.
Yeah.
But he'd be a great trophy.
Yeah. Would you have taken him if you saw him?
Yes.
You would not have
I
hesitated.
would not have.
Even though it wouldn't taste very good.
Make some hamburgers.
So our
Doris
grandson.
Scribna is the winner. Doris Scribna.
What was the answer?
5 points.
5. I didn't even know that. Awesome. Our grandson has been so excited because he is old enough to put the meat in the grinder and help run the grinder. And oh my gosh, you would have thought that he had died and gone to heaven with happiness over that experience. Okay, so we are ready to work on a birch tree card. And this all started actually with the birch trees for me. I love this birch tree set. And this die set is actually called Into the Woods. Guess who named it? Into the Woods. Mr. Creek did. So we have the two birch trees and there's actually 2 deer, a buck and a fawn. And so this is
Hold on, mine has stopped. Are you broadcasting?
the basic set that we're working on. I am broadcasting just fine.
I have totally
So
locked up.
all of these cards, all the birch tree cards that we're using are coming off of that series. I do want to show you this card that Diane made. And this is the same birch tree on a slim card. And you can see that she cut the branch here. So this would be where the seam is between the, between the 2 pieces. Just thought this was absolutely adorable. And she used the gnome die with the little sentiments, stitch tag sentiment. So that's another great way to use the birch tree. This particular card is an easy one to make. And we're going to start with our white cardstock, 5.5 by 8.5. And we're going to fold it in half. And then we're going to have our gray background. I'm looking for all my pieces here. Got to move my piles around. Here we go. So we are cutting with the largest die from the Stitch rectangle set, and we're creating that background. And then we're cutting the blue with the second largest die, and we're layering those up. So I'm going to put some super tacky tape on the back here, and we're going to adhere this together. So did you keep the antlers? I didn't even see the antlers.
Yes, yes.
Out in the garage?
No. I buried them.
Oh,
Actually,
you
your
buried
son-
them.
your
Is
son
that good luck?
buried
You
them-
buried
yeah,
them for
buried
good
them
luck?
in the woods because
okay.
the bacteria and the bugs eat all of the tissue off of the skull, and then you bleach the skull, and then you can mount it on your.
Oh, your son can mount it somewhere?
No, I'm going to mount it on my
No.
Ranger Polaris.
Oh,
Ranger.
okay. Outside, not in the house.
You're right.
Yes. There we go. There's our background. Woohoo! That was easy. Okay, now what we're going to do is take a piece of white cardstock, 1 1/4 by 3 5/8, and we're going to stamp the all is calm, all is bright sentiment on there. Okay? And then I'm going to take the the hills and grass die, and we're going to cut the edge of it. So the grass and hills die has the grass, the rolling hills, and you can use these as hills, you can use them as water, you can use them as sand, you can just use them as an edge if you want to. So you can decide how you want to center that on there. We're going to put some tape on it so it doesn't move around and wiggle on us. Now this is a double stitched die, So it's going to have a cut line and it's going to stitch top and bottom. So I stamped that with the Juniper Mist ink ahead of time. We're going to die cut that. And that's going to go on the bottom edge there. Now, we have got our edge. Let's undo that. So I adhered that with undo. We're going to put that on. Now, we're going to peel this edge off, peel this die off. And then I'm going to go back and cut it with that stitch rectangle die so that it fits exactly. So I'm going to clip this off, clip the top off. We don't need it. And then I'm going to locate that die. And there's my die. I'm going to cut that edge, and that'll put that stitched edge right on that and get it to be an absolute perfect fit. Good old purple tape. So if you were looking for purple tape last week, we were out of stock for a while, but we did resolve that issue. So we're going to set that on there. And we're going to die cut. That's going to give us that perfect edge all the way across the bottom. What are you giggling? What are you?
Diane said, let's see here. Let's see here.
Now, when I started with this piece of paper, I did have my my super tacky tape is on the back of it, so it is a sticker. And for the purposes of this card, I'm not going to stick it down quite yet. I'm going to locate my birch trees, and I'm going to set those in. And I'm just going to kind of position everything. So the birch tree has these two separate pieces. You can kind of decide how you want to do this. Now, when I die cut the birch trees, I have die cut that with a super tacky tape on the back. And I do like to pop out all of the holes before I go adhering everything down. So we're going to put those down. That's looking pretty good. So let's do the birch trees. Now, I made that long branch on the birch tree, so on this one, so you could hang something off of it. You could put a little sign on it. You can do all kinds of fun things, get creative with it. In this case, we are going to put the red bird on there, or the cardinal from the Tiny Bird set.
How
You know,
tall are the birch trees, Mrs. Creek?
how tall are the birch?
Michelle Frick would like to know. How
Michelle?
inquiring minds want to know, right?
They
Michelle?
are 4 7/8. How was that for precision? Now I'm going to put the tiny cardinal on there, and I've already cut him, and he's got he has super tacky tape on the back. So we're just going to set him up on that little branch, doing his little thing.
Did you tell her how tall it was?
I did. Did you not hear me? You
No,
want
I
me
was laughing at the interaction I had with
Okay.
Diane Morrison.
Did I say 7/8? It's 4 7/8. I don't know if I said
All right, it's 4 7/8.
yes, sir.
All right.
Okay.
I hope you got that. Let's see, that was Michelle. Michelle, did you get that? It's 4 7/8 inches
Okay.
tall.
Now, got that going there. We need to put our deer on there and our 2 trees, and I cut the trees on that foil paper with the super tacky tape on the back. So I'm just going to slide these in. I think when Diane wrote the instructions, Diane's been writing instructions for me, because what takes me 3 pages to say, Diane says in 2 sentences. What does that mean? Does that mean I talk too much? Okay. I think that's what that means. I gotta find my trees here, and we're gonna add our trees.
Did I ever tell you how much I love trees?
You know, we have tree stories, don't we, you and I?
We do have tree stories.
Yeah.
Tree stories.
Tom,
About the time the tree that fell on our house.
I was thinking about all of the walnuts that are all over my garage drying. That was what I was
Well,
thinking.
that's so I can plant
My
trees
my
with
level
my
of
grandson.
frustration about that issue. I literally have boxes of walnuts laying all over my garage
But why do you have those?
because I'm married to a tree hugger.
I am going to.
You know what? I'm grateful for that tree hugger.
Are you? Okay.
I'm thankful that you love trees. Okay, what I'm doing, I put the undo behind that tree because I want to slip that tree in back behind there and really try to build a scene and add some dimension. So you can see when you have undo, you can get in there, lift things around and move things around and get dimension. Now I'm going to put that title right across the bottom. Maybe baby. That was crooked. Man, what a day. What a day. There we go. Right across the bottom. Do you have another question?
Yes, I do. As soon as I finish this.
Okay, so I've got some paper fibers hanging around here that I keep picking at. So whenever you die cut with a super tacky tape, sometimes you end up with these paper fibers hanging around. And the Embelly Jelly is just absolutely fantastic for getting in there and removing those paper fibers. So you push it. This is what Embelly Jelly looks like. You push it up next to the die cut. Get yourself a little ball. Push it up next to the die cut, and it'll help pull off those paper fibers. There we go. Beautiful card. Now, we are ready to adhere that to our card base. So we're going to take our card base, fold it in half. And
Okay,
we are
we're
going
ready
to
for
set
that
that
question?
right on there. Yes, sir, we are ready for your question. Tape on the
Okay.
back. Tom has a question.
Okay.
So
What other-
we have another embossing folder to give away, which is a great gift.
All right. This is a trivia question.
Trivia.
On how well you were listening tonight, and
Okay.
whether you caught Lois back corrected me on this.
Okay.
What is the last date that we are going to be broadcasting on Tuesdays for the year? The date and the month. The correct date and month. That's right, Judy Austin. You're on it.
Judy.
Judy was the first one
So-
out of the bench. So good job, Judy.
If you're fixing dinner for your family, can you type yes in the chat? How many women will be fixing dinner for the family next week? We're still guessing.
Yes, they are.
We're going to center that on our card. And if we hold the opposite corners, when we put this down and line up these two corners, then we'll know the other two corners
Loretta Potts,
Are
if you tune in on
aligned
December 17th, we will not be here.
perfectly. Perfectly. Okay. So I am going to pull the camera up. That is, those are our cards for tonight.
I need Judy. Tell Judy. to
Judy,
email me
I'm going to
her-
pull the camera up. Hang on.
Are we done?
We are done. We did 2 cards. Can you believe it?
I can't believe it.
And we're still alive.
Still are alive.
And the
again.
dishwasher hasn't broke.
No, but I still have to go buy another
Oh,
washing
and my
machine.
son's truck quit working. We forgot about that. The oil ran out on the truck. It's just been one thing after
It's
another.
been a lot of fun this weekend. Oh, and we've got 4 little grandkids running around. You know, you go from an empty house to 4 kids under the age of 6 in the house all at the same time. I love them to death. I really do. I love them to death. But man, it's different.
You are patient.
I'm patient. I'm very patient.
You are patient.
I try
You're
to be
good.
patient.
He's good with them.
Anyway, who did I say? One.
Lois, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't Lois. Hold on. I need her to email us.
Okay, email us your address, and we will see you the week after next. We will continue this series.
I got
Look
it right
for if you're a scrapbooker or you work with photos like mini album type stuff, look for the shutter pull stuff that's going to be released. That is coming. And there are downloads with it too if you want to look in the download section for that stuff. So are you coming back over here,
Yeah,
Mr.
hold on
Creek?
here. I
Or
gotta write
Mr.
this
Creek's
name down
writing
before I forget it.
feverishly. So thank you so much for joining us. I can't even hardly believe that we're getting ready to close out a year and that we've survived this horrible thing and that you're still hanging around with us. We're absolutely grateful. and thankful for you every single day. I
Judy Austin.
feel
Judy
so
Austin.
blessed by y'all.
Yes, we are.
Judy Austin.
Judy Austin.
So the Lord bless you
And
and
keep
keep
you.
you. The
And
Lord make his face shine upon you.
have a great Thanksgiving, since we won't see you next weekend or next Tuesday.
And we'll
And
see you the following Tuesday.
yes, we will.
Thanks so much.
Bye.
Good night.